yeah, so I mean, as I said, and the cards have all evolved as well. I mean, as Neo Nexus has said in one of his videos, I mean, we used to just rely on big boss monsters, now it's just all effects and stuff. I mean, when I first heard about the synchro monsters and that coming out, I was like, well, for crying out loud, you're going to ruin the game. But actually, it's made the game a lot more interesting and a lot more cooler to play, really. And I really enjoy it. It's just that I think we're leaning a bit too heavily on card effects in that now, in honest truth. And stuff like that. I mean, there's not really much of an element of fun anymore, but I mean, from Halo Shade and Dark Reaction 84 and Scapegoat User, I mean, they use what people would term as fun decks, and they're not really like tournament style decks, but they're still pretty good, still pretty competitive. I mean, I can say proudly that my Blue Eyes White Dragon deck got me 15th place in my very last Mad for Miniatures tournament, and I'm really quite proud of that. And the judge confirmed if I had won just one more round, I would have gotten to the top 8 as well. And yeah, I'm really proud to say that my Blue Eyes White Dragon deck got me that far, and I know it can do it. I just need to try and play it a little bit better. But yeah, I mean, especially for the younger ones, when the younger ones get into this game, I feel as if they're being introduced a bit too quickly to the win-win-win situation, when really they should be learning just to play for fun and such, and then later on, you know, learn how to become better duelists, you know, to try and win as best they can and such. But I mean, the element of fun in that, it seems to be going out of the game, which is quite sad, really. I mean, me, Halo Shade, Dark Reaction 84, Scapegoat User, Neo Nexus, and everybody, we like to keep the game original and keep using the traditional, well, not traditional, but unusual and boss monsters and, you know, unusual decks and everything, which is a lot more fun because you think you'd know how to beat it, but it surprises you every time. Because, I mean, the guys know my Blue Eyes White Dragon deck pretty much as well as I do, but even then I still surprise them. That's just the element of the game. But with like Light Sworn and Black Wings and Gravekeepers and stuff, you can pretty much predict that, and it's not as fun anymore if you can predict what they might be doing and such. Well, of course, it's also changing with the card games as well. I mean, video games and that as well, which is the next topic I'll discuss now. Basically, the very first video game I got, of course, was the PlayStation versions, the Capture Monsters and the Dukes of Roses. Now, I know they're considered the sort of black sheep of Yu-Gi-Oh! In a way, because they're so different, but that's what I love about them. They are different, and they're still intriguing, and I love playing them. Well, I don't play it as much as I used to, like a couple of years ago, but I still play it, and I still enjoy it. And I've heard recently that the DS game, the newest DS game over the Nexus, is apparently adopting this playstyle more like the PSP Tag Force games, which is a bit sad because, you know, I love the animations and that in the DS games, and they're now taking that out, which isn't really fair, because I love watching the animations. I mean, us duos dream of seeing our cards and that in 3D action and that, and because it only happens in the anime, but in games it can happen, and now apparently they're not going to do that element anymore, which is such a pity, because I love seeing my Blue Eyes White Dragon in action, flying through the air and such. It's really amazing. And of course the Game Boy games and everything. I've got a couple of the old games, and I still have to get World Championship 2010, but my boyfriend's going to get me that as a Christmas present, which is very kind of him. And I got him Metroid Other M, because I knew he wanted that for Christmas, so I hope he enjoys that as well. Yeah, but as I said, and also with the card scanner and that, with that Wii game and that coming out as well, I mean, who knows? I mean, we might one day someone might be able to figure out how to do holographic dual discs or something, which would be quite an achievement and quite really cool, because let's just say the card game would never be the same again if that was to happen. But I mean, obviously that sort of thing probably only happens in the anime, but you never know. Yeah. Now that's pretty much it, really. I mean, that's just yeah, 10 Years of Yu-Gi-Oh! And if you want my overall honest opinion, for like all the anime, all the TCG video games and such, it's just getting better and better. That's my personal opinion. I mean, the game and the anime, the video games and that are getting a lot better, but at the same time I feel as if the element of fun and that is being taken out of it, because at heart I'm a big kid. I mean, I'm 21 years old, but I'm a big child. I mean, I love having connection to my childhood and that. So I still enjoy the game. I absolutely love the game and the anime and that, and it gets better each time. I really enjoy it. I can't see anything wrong about it, except for the copyright issue that's happening, but I'll discuss that in a moment. But as I said, the only downside is I feel as if the fun elements are getting taken out of the game, which is a bit sad really, but I mean, there's always dips and lows and highs and that of card games, anything really, so there'll probably be a point where it gets to win-win situation and then everybody will go back to being fun. I mean, I don't know, I mean, I'm not I can't see into the future and all that, but it can happen with these sort of things, so yeah. So basically, that's just my overall opinion. It's the game and the anime and that is getting a lot better, but and there is still an element of fun in it, you know, that I'm enjoying it, but the actual fun factor is being taken out and being replaced by the win-win factor all the time. So yeah, that's just my general overall opinion on that. Now, yeah, the copyright issue. Basically, I don't know, probably you guys have probably seen it quite recently, but apparently 4Kids has clamped down quite badly on a lot of the dub anime and such, even some of the Japanese anime, which technically they don't own because it belongs to Tokyo TV and Kazuki Takahashi, the creator. But apparently they've been blocking most stuff that's got Yu-Gi-Oh in it, including A and Bs and such, which isn't good really, because I've got some A and Bs and that up on there. But they're doing a right clamp on the copyright stuff on YouTube, and it's quite sad really, because YouTube was the only place well, not the only place, but it was mostly the place I went to watch the anime and that, and now I can't watch most of it, so I have to go to other sites and that to do so. I mean, 4Kids have got their own channel and that, but it's very hard to find the Yu-Gi-Oh up on there because they only keep it up for like a couple of months and then they take it down again and replace it with new stuff. So yeah, basically it's becoming ridiculous with the copyright thing, in my opinion. It's just not fair on us, because obviously the DVDs and that we have to import from America and that, because they're still not out over here in the UK, which is a bit of a bugger. And also with the Konami card legality issue and all that, please sort that out, Konami. I mean, I'm not as angry as I first was on that KCP episode. I mean, I can understand some cards being banned, I can understand that, but it's still a bit silly really, because it means you're giving other countries an advantage over us, for example, and it's not really fair if we are invited to world championships in another country where those cards are legal and we can't use them. So yeah, I mean, but I mean they might get it sorted or something, they might not, I don't know yet, but I'm not as angry as I once was about it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That is my thoughts, views and opinions on Yu-Gi-Oh overall for the last 10 years. As I said, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope to continue enjoying Yu-Gi-Oh, and as I said, I think it's going to get a lot better with the new series and that coming out. So till then everybody, I'll see you later, so take care and bye!